Senior Rotax coming up next. Matthew Higgins starting this one on pole position, but can he start anything from the front row in the next one? We'll find out. Matthew Higgins and Kai Hunter then starting this one from the front row. Gus Lawrence and Teddy Pritchard-Williams, Super Ted on row number 2. Kai Rillarts and James Lowther. Kai Rillarts getting a nose cone penalty earlier on. Hopefully this time he has a better race. He's got Lowther alongside him on row 3. Austin Lee and Miles Barthorpe, they go from row 4 from Neo Clark and Lucas Ellingham in the top 10. Harry Linden and Jamie Perilli go from row 6. Bradley Barrett and Guy Cunnington go from row 7 from Leo Brown and Sam Gornall on row 8. James Lingard and Leon Henderson go from row 9. Pearson Bullock Carter and Sam Longley, they round out row 10 and the top 20 with Alfie Gallagher and Jack Stedman on row 11. James Swindells and Morgan Porter go from row 12 from Jack Lilly and Jude Fernahoe on row 13. Stefan Kazmarzik and Ava Agnostiadis go from row 14. Craig Stevens and Enzo Dickenberg go from row 15 of the top 30. Danny Shields, Aidan Evans and Omar Ghanum round out the 33 kart grid.
Sam Gornall has stopped, and if what I'm reading is correct, they've just stopped the wedding, stopped the wedding photos to watch that last race out in Sweden. Bless you all. Lights are out. We're off. No, we're not off and racing. Right, someone asking, how do I vote? Well, Jack Owen Drawbridge, you simply, in the live chat, type in, right, Water Swift Restricted, who you think's going to win?
Yeah, you've got the...
Senior Rotax,
yeah.
Who you think's going to win? You get the gist in the live chat. And then tune in tomorrow and I'll explain how it all works. Sam Gornall's had a terrible day. Yes, you're pointing. So again, well done, Kasper Tamalowski. Hello, how do you pronounce Ayami?
Your way, Ayami, 13%.
Okay.
My way, Ayami, 87% of legends watching the stream have said that Ayami is the correct pronunciation. Pronunciation. I can't even pronounce pronunciation.
I will do my best. He's just won his own poll about pronunciation and then he gets it wrong. Oh my word.
Dear.
Yes, Roger, we owe you a beer. See you in Bahrain. Get yourself qualified. And Stephen come to Bahrain, the grand finals with me. I need something to carry my suitcase.
Excellent. Well, if I'm not too busy in Abu Dhabi, I might join you, mate.
Oh, look at that, throwing shade in the commentary box. Right.
Oh, it's been a fun
Go-karting. All down Holland, row number 1. Matthew Higgins and Kai Hunter. Now, in the chat earlier, people were saying it's going to be a great race between these two on the front of the grid, and then other people were saying, no, they're just going to work together and pull away. It's a heat race. They probably will work together, but all bets are off on the last lap. Here we go.
Nice start then from Higgins. He sweeps into the lead, but getting pushed off the track goes Kai Hunter. The GP plate getting swamped by the pack. He looks like he's dropped down to 5th place now. Bit of tangling up in the background there. 3 karts going 4-5 wide. And the rain is starting to fall again, ladies and gentlemen. I am so done with today's weather. It is not going anyone's way.
Well, it's not raining at this point in the circuit. Our camera guys down at the Mike Wilson complex saying they're getting wet. Now, that's not just because they've been on post too long and they need a loo break. It's because it's coming from the sky. Now, here we go. Matthew Higgins is going to be the guinea pig. Watch Gus Lawrence. Gus Lawrence will back off a little bit here just to give himself an extra fraction of a second to react as Matthew Higgins runs wide. Here we go. This is where it's raining. Is there any understeer?
I think we're okay.
I think we're okay at the moment. At the moment.
Keep an eye on it, ladies and gents, as the race continues. Out of the final corner, drivers will head back across the start-finish lines. Higgins from Lawrence, Pritchard Williams from Rillarts, Hunter, Lowther, Ellingham, Lee, Cunnington. Then it is Perilli, Barrett, Brown, Longy, Linden and Lingard, the top 16.
Jack Owen Drawbridge, put them all in one post, son. That'll help me out massively. Thank you. Right. Lawrence, it's light drizzle at the moment on track. It's ignore the it's not Sam Longley leading. Sam Longley is where is Sam Longley? He's 14th. So ignore that. It is Higgins, Lawrence, Higgins, Kai Hunter back into 3rd position. Then it's Pritchard Williams in 4th. Gotta say, Super Ted's having a storming run. Last year at Kartmasters, Teddy Pritchard Williams was superb through the heats on both days. It all went a bit Pete Tong in the final. So hopefully Teddy can keep it together. I did remember to say hello to Kathy Watson, didn't I? Yes, I did. Of course I did. Now, Lucas Ellingham having a great weekend. Yeah, correct, Motorsport Magpie. Lucas Ellingham, who's currently 7th, up 3 places from 10th of the grid. Now, there's Kai Hunter. The People's Republic of Thailand stand to attention every time he heads to the track. He's in 3rd position, and now it has stopped raining again. All green sectors last time around through the 3rd and final sector where the rain was.
All is well so far. 7.5 minutes to go in this race. Long way left. And Gus Lawrence leading the way. Higgins still there in 2nd. Hunter after that spin, well not spin, but off at turn 1.
Lowther with the black visor. That looks. A lot of the drivers have got the clear visors on, Anthony. If you have a look at James Lowther in, where is he? Number 8, the 8 karts for XL Motorsport. He's got, and so has the 374 of Kartmasters. They got their dark visors on. When the only two and everyone else has got their clear rain visors on, they just look that extra little bit menacing, I've got to say. There's a move. That was Matthew Higgins licking the stamp and sending it to the inside of Gus Lawrence. And Kai Hunter is back up into P2. Lawrence down to 3rd. At the moment, Hunter would still be starting from pole position, or that was at the start of the last lap. Monty Brathwaite, why aren't KZs or any of the gearbox karts allowed to race at PFI? There's a noise issue, and also there's a circuit owner issue. Paul Fletcher just said no gearbox direct drive only. He the boss, we play by his rules.
Yep, simple as that. Higgins, though, leads the way from Kai Hunter as they make their way into the final section of the circuit. DHR 1-2, then across the line. And we are determining who's going to be starting where for the pre-final and who is going to be making it into the pre-final. Of course, there will be drivers starting in a repechage tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen.
We've got Sam Gornall, 6th in last year's British Championship. He didn't even start this race, and he was 36th overnight, so we're going to see Sam in the repechage. Now, where is Oakley Pryor? Is Oakley in this race? He in the number 66 kart. No, he must have gone out in the previous race. At the moment, Matthew Higgins and Kai Hunter tied on 2 points each. Matthew Higgins gets the tie break because the tie break is based on who qualified better on Friday. Higgins was pole, Hunter was 2nd.
Danny coming in with a question, how much is entry tomorrow? Anyone? No. Yes, we do. It's £5 per adult, and under 16s
are
free.
There we go.
So if you look like me, I'm 29, but I look 13, I would get in for free.
And if you look like me, I'm mentally 8 years old, but I look 55 and feel about 75. You've got
he
to pay
pays double.
Oh dear, there's a driver running away from a go-kart. Couldn't quite see who that was, but whoever he is, he's come out of the kart and he's okay. In fact,
no, he's not one of our drivers.
Do you know what? I think that's the driver for the next race. I think he's in the next race. He just realised that he's going to be on the grid soon. Okay, last couple of... You've got 4 minutes, 42 seconds to get your predictions in. 8 classes, 8 names, 8 winners of Kartmasters tomorrow. Alpha Live merchandise for the top 3. 3 points if your driver, your pick wins. 2 points if your driver comes 2nd. 1 point if your driver comes 3rd. Matthew Higgins and Kai Hunter tied at the top of the charts. Lewis Gilbert, not in this race, will start 3rd. James Lowther will start... Oh, that was a robust move from Lowther.
It was indeed.
Looking at this, Guy Cunnington not in this race. He is 8th. I don't know where he's going. Yes, he is, of course. He's at 9 places in 5th position. There he goes in that sort of yellow, sort of white, green and red liveried karts. He's got Teddy Pritchard-Williams right behind him. James Lowther, Miles Barthorpe having a good run. Miles, semi-retired now, Miles. He works the Sam Pollock Racing team normally, but he's having a blast there. And you can see Miles, he's got that old-style Team UK outfit on.
Another question. Jakob there, do drivers only have 1 set of slicks and wets? Slick tyres, yes. From qualifying to the end of the weekend from the Grand Prix, it's 1 set of slick tyres only. Wet tyres,
Minimax have got Parc Ferme wets.
Minimax have Parc Ferme
so
wets.
1 set of wets for Minimax. I don't know about the other classes.
No, about the wet tyres, but it's going to be dry tomorrow, so that doesn't really matter.
How do you vote, says Jack Owen Drawbridge? Well, you just put your picks in on the live chat
Change
as Kai
for
Hunter
the lead.
takes the lead.
Yeah, Kai Hunter. Now, that would certainly mean something for where they'll be starting for the pre-final. That, I think, would put Kai Hunter on the top spot. It would. Yes, 0 points to Matthew Higgins, 4. Kai Hunter would start on the inside line going into the pre-final tomorrow, but that may change still. 2.5 minutes to go. Higgins looking strong here, and Gus Lawrence is coming back here. Teddy Pritchard-Williams has dropped back. Guy Cunnington closing in on him. Lauder still there from Barthorpe, Ellingham, Rillarts and Lee, the top 10. Still very, very close.
Josh Coombsing, I sent my predictions in 4 hours ago. Yes, no, it's all, everything that was, every pick that's been made today, whether it was this morning or this afternoon, it's all been collated and annotated. Or yesterday, for the very brave. Yeah, don't worry about that. It all still counts. Now, back onto track. So you make your picks on the live chat. We'll watch the race here. We got 2 minutes to go. Driver out of the race. It's a Dan Holland. It's a right old mess. Is that Dan Holland cart?
Wow.
It's Harry Linden. Harry Linden has gone out. He's standing by the marshal post. Now
that's had a cart go over it.
That's had a cart go over the top of it. Yes, that has right. I'm looking down to see who did a slow lap last time around.
And stopping there.
Kai Rillarts, the
breakdown.
Belgian driver, stops right part. Oh, he looks over almost apologetically. He said, "Well, I didn't mean to do that." Sam Longley did a slow lap last time around. So did Jude Fernehow. But Rillarts goes across time, and he was doing really well. Of all the drivers from overseas that are here this weekend, Kai Rillarts was the one doing the best of all in this class. Still the top 3, neck and neck. What can Gus Lawrence do?
Let's see. There is not long left on this race. Drivers making big moves throughout this field. Leo Brown up 6, Guy Cunnington 9, Morgan Porter up 11, Jude Fernehoe up 9 as well, Jack Lilly up 7, Danny Shields up 7, Omar Ghanum also up 7. Some big movers all the way throughout the field, but eyes on this top 3. Matthew Higgins, good exit out of the chicane. Not going for the move this time.
Okay, teammates are going to work together, or are they? Higgins must know that if he passes Kai Hunter, he starts the pre-final from pole. If he sits where he is, he starts on the outside row, outside on the front row of the grid, and could potentially lose. Places at the start of the pre-final. So Higgins, obviously, he doesn't want to get involved in any altercation with his teammate Kai Hunter, but he does have to get past Kai if he wants to start the pre-final from pole. Now it's game on. The clock strikes 0. Watch out for Gus Lawrence. He is going to try and pick up any scraps that fall his way.
Well, with the timer striking down to 0, we still have the last lap to go in this race.
I'm looking at Gus Lawrence got 27 points, so even if Matthew Higgins dropped back behind Gus Lawrence, he would still be second, because Kai Hunter currently has 0 points. Matthew Higgins has 4, Lewis Gilbert 11, James Lowther 15, Lucas Ellingham would start 5th. He has 20 points. Oh, everyone having a quick glance over their shoulder. And we start the final lap of race number 37.
All the way on the outside.
Now, here comes Higgins. Watch for Lawrence. Will Higgins step at the inside going to turn number 4? No, he doesn't.
Oh, this is very close here, because again, he's got the inside line. Higgins will have to go defensive in towards hairpin 1. They all go defensive into hairpin 1. Gus takes the normal racing line. He'll get the switch back here out. They'll go side by side again, but now he's got the outside line. Unless he can hold it round the outside, which he'll never do, he might have to concede the spot, and he does. Stays there in P3. It's all going to be down here to if Higgins can get past Hunter, and there will be joint on points going into it. But with Higgins out qualifying Hunter, it would mean that he would start on pole, but I don't think it's going to happen. No, he's going to stay behind him. There is no opportunity to get another overtake in this one. Kai Hunter, the GP plate, will take it, and he will start on pole tomorrow for the pre-final. But it's all going to be down to what happens in that pre-final that will determine the grid for the Grand Prix. But Kai Hunter, defending the GP plate, looks good going into tomorrow. Higgins takes second from Gus Lawrence. Cunnington will finish in P4. Great drive. 10 positions gained from James Lowther. Teddy Pritchard-Williams from Miles Barthorpe. Lucas Ellingham, who's had a fantastic weekend, the 99 for the Jack Tex Racing team. 2 positions gained, finishing in P8 from Jamie Pirelli. Austin Lee rounding out the top 10. Morgan Porter finishing 11th, 13 positions gained. Jude Fernahoe, 12, finishing in P14. Leon Henderson finishing in 13th place.
That could be a significant result for Leon Henderson. He started the day 31st in points, with a couple of other drivers just in front of him having bad days. That could lift Leon into the top 30, and he might avoid the repechage.